First time the owner of a condemned apartment complex in Newport News is standing before a judge. People still aren't allowed back inside SeaView Lofts because of ongoing code and safety issues. But until today, only the owner's attorneys have appeared in court. That changed this morning. Alex Littlehales reports on what he had to say and the new lawsuits he's up against.
With code issues still outstanding and families still displaced, today, Ben Weinstein, the owner of the SeaView Lofts apartment building, gives his side of the story. Do you believe you've made every effort to fix the building and bring it up to code? You mentioned some of those statistics in the courtroom.
Yes, we have invested over $2 million to try and improve the property.
After months of court hearings over the condemned SeaView Lofts apartment building, for the first time, Ben Weinstein showed up to court himself. To this day, code officers are still finding new unresolved issues while inspecting the Newport-News complex. Safety violations originally forced residents out more than a month ago. Today, Weinstein took the stand, calling the building, quote, terribly neglected when he first purchased it in 2020, adding he's invested millions into its renovations.
Global supply chain issues, things take time, and we're doing the best we can, and we keep,
But the building still isn't fixed.
Weinstein also alleged Friday new information.
Are you able to discuss how many tenants were not paying rent at the time of the condemnation? We'd heard some issues about that.
About how many tenants weren't paying rent.
A majority.
His appearance comes on the same day attorneys announced newly filed federal and state lawsuits against him.
Not a Section 8 housing project. He's received close to $500,000 in government money from the pandemic.
The lawsuits filed by attorneys on behalf of dozens of apartment tenants accuse Weinstein of violating both the Virginia Residential Landlord-Tenant Act and the Federal Fair Housing Act.
The idea that he has spent 2 years trying to renovate this property, I think, is disproven.
Court dates for those lawsuits are not set. In Newport News, Alex Littlehales for 13 News Now.
A judge ordered Weinstein to pay an additional $1,000 per day until these issues are fixed. Those fines could be erased depending on when the building is back up to code. The next hearing over SeaView's condition scheduled for next week.